is a test of the emergency broadcast system.
This is only a test.
DJs and MC. This DJ, he gets down.
Listen to this jockey's introduction to
DJs and a mic with your host, DJ Mike.
Is that a timetable?
And DJ JP.
Well, get on it. It's your time.
Give me the mic.
And why is our camera not on? All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Two DJs, One Mic with myself, the nice, easy, and all those good things, and the infamous DJ JP, and we're blessed
It gets worse every week.
to have the great Tammy Loving in the house. How you doing, Tammy?
Doing great. Thank you so much for having me.
Never mind us. The intro is my highlight.
I believe it too.
Yes, I get to announce all the good things.
No. Well, I'm gonna take over a little bit here.
Go ahead, please.
October, this is our wellness month. We're gonna talk about good things this month. We're gonna jump into a lot of good topics to wellness, and we've been trying to get Miss Tammy on for a couple, maybe a year. I know I talked to her a long time. Yeah. I talked to her a long time ago about coming on, and she said she was gonna come on. And finally, I sneaked in a little topic, and she said, "Jeff, I'm gonna come on October the 7th." So she decided to come on October the 7th. So we got her in the building. So
That's good.
Yeah. So it's kicking into our October Wellness Month. Catch whatever crucial catch. We're just gonna do it like they do in the NFL and making about awareness, wellness awareness.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Tim.
Sure. Well, I am a wife. I'm a woman of God.
Congrats.
I am a entrepreneur. I've been in the business for about 15 years. I'm also a Navy veteran, and I'm a breast cancer survivor.
Amen.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to respond to it.
Just take it, receive it.
Yes, those are all good things.
Yes.
And God is good.
It's rare that you get him at no words, so we're gonna let him have his moment.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
My mind I wasn't prepared for that one. But I'm just saying that's good. And like you say, God is good. And it's always great when you can say that you survived, that 6th letter.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to get into that.
No, they don't.
We're going to get into that a little later.
Yes. Yeah, we'll get out of
we'll
that
get
because
into
I have some stories in regards to that. So.
Yeah.
But as Jeffrey said, we're going to get right on into this, and we have questions.
So you're going to get right into what our show was about last week.
Oh, is that? Oh my God, Jeffrey. Let's get out of there.
You're still on the wrong.
How is that possible? That is crazy. Okay. Go ahead with a question.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
All right. Where's the questions at? Oh, we having a real good show today. So, Ms. Tammy, so tell us a little bit more about your business. What are you doing, and what are you taking? How you said
Gnivol.
Gnivol. Where are you taking?
And if you look at that backwards, it's just loving spelled backwards.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew because I've heard all these stories because we've had some conversations, and she broke it down to the first time we met. So, what are you doing with that? Where are you going with what are you trying to do with your company? And what really made you creative and get into the space of planning and event planning and all of that?
Sure. Well, I saw the need for someone to be out there to help people to celebrate. So many times people want to do events, but they don't get to actually celebrate it and be in the moment because they're trying to do everything themselves. And at Gnivol Events, we believe in seeing people, letting people be heard, and letting them enjoy the moment of the event that they're trying to put on. And also, what I'm trying to do and what my main focus is my pink. I wear pink every day of my life, and my pink is for purpose.
Okay.
It's for inspiration. It's for nurturing, and it's for knowledge sharing. because I feel like you have to stand for something,
Mhm.
and you have to stand for those who can't stand for themselves.
Yeah. So,
So where did the pink derive from? Why pink?
I've always loved pink, but as a breast cancer survivor, that's our color.
Yes.
And a lot of people wear it, but does it have a meaning? Mine does.
Mm. Okay.
you want to just leave those up there and we'll just read them off?
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
okay. All right, now that we got our questions, after I doled over a hot stove and slaved to write all of these thought-provoking questions.
I see it.
Yep, so Tammy, number one, I'll take number one. Tammy, what inspired you to start? You told us that already, and how did your journey, how did it first begin?
Okay. So even prior to me being an event planner, I was a project manager for 23 years.
So this was right up here.
Doing project management and being an event planner, that's an offset, right? So the stressful part was the project management. Right? In a corporate 500 company, that stress can get to you. But doing something you love, the event planning, that was just so perfect for me. So I said I wanted the event planning to be my, I'm not going to say retirement, I'm going to say reset.
Reset.
So I reset and went for it.
So how long has make sure I'm saying it right?
Just G.
Gnivol. Gnivol. Okay, I got it. Gnivol. After my trip to Italy already. All right, Gnivol. So how long has Gnivol been? How long have you been around?
We were established in 2015.
Okay,
So
you got 10 years on you.
Yeah, I'm not new to this game.
You just new to the networking and all that.
Correct.
You were doing some stuff in your own private personal space.
I did a lot of events for the city of DeSoto. I did a lot of events in municipalities, but I was never, because it wasn't full time. So I wasn't moving into the networking space.
So
that makes sense.
Same thing that I dealt with too for all my years of military and post office. You're not full time. We can't do it like they do it, but we still doing a lot of stuff. I got you. Okay. All right.
So was there a certain client or a certain event that you did that made you realize that your company was destined for something bigger?
I would say the one big event I did was for the Women's Veterans Center, and I put on the event and you helped me with it. It was a carnival of cultures. Yeah.
He don't either.
You recommended the DJ. I forget her name.
Oh, okay. Hey, man.
Hey, no, that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing.
I do a lot.
When you can forget, it's a beautiful
thing. It's not that
thing.
I forgot. I probably didn't DJ it, so I probably just did everything else up too.
That's right.
And it was someone in our company that did it, but she remembers us because she called me about another thing we have been working on to do together, but it didn't pop off. But go ahead.
But that was a carnival of cultures, and it was just an experience of various countries and cultures. And I realized, hey, I'm a player in this game. I can do this.
And how did that feel?
It felt great. It felt great. And it felt great that my client was able to say that I've never been able to do an event where I just showed up.
So do you think that's the main thing that planners how they should look at it is your main job is to just let the person that hired you enjoy it so they can, like a Bridezilla or Mamazilla or CEOzilla, where they just constantly nagging you and worrying and you just want them to be able to say, okay, I got this. Only thing, if the building catch on fire is the only thing I need to have a conversation.
Yeah, most definitely. Even in my corporate, when I was in corporate, God put me in places where I was in with CFOs, presidents, but because they had that confidence in me that, get Tammy, she can do it.
Yeah. So,
and you won't have any worries.
So how has your journey been since you retired? And has it going as you wanted or as fast as you wanted to go?
Well, at first I was wanting to have a seat at the table. And I was wondering, how do you get a seat at the table? But I walked back from that because I know what I can do. So I start connecting with people and tables start forming around me.
Yeah,
so,
you just pulled up a chair and things. Because you guys work together too, you don't know it, but y'all did you worked with Stephanie when they did the AKA thing or something with the links or something.
Oh, the links?
Y'all worked together. With
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, small world.
And it's like,
Did you not remember, Michael?
It's almost 1,000 people. Yeah, almost 1,000 people.
But I remember that one. No, I remember. I think she told me she had worked with you. I knew you had worked with Stephanie. And she was with Stephanie on that event. So
Okay.
Stephanie Evans, by the way.
Yeah.
Wet Spaces.
It was a lot of people in there.
Yeah. So,
and it's just so much at a fast pace.
Most
I think it was more the AKA thing she did with you. Because I think you was like the main planner on one of those, some kind of event you did. And I think you was the main person. He was the DJ. And y'all really didn't know each other. I can't remember what it was, but I know y'all did it because you came back and told me about it. And then I saw her and she said,
Okay.
I did.
Yeah. Like yourself,
I know that
I
one
can't
was
remember.
crazy. That one was crazy because I know you had to do screens and all of that stuff. So it was really crazy for you.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. Small world. And I agree with you too. I used to have that same mentality. Oh, I want to work with you. Oh, I want to work with you. But you know what I said? If it's meant for us to work together, we'll run into each other. We'll cross paths. And then you'll see me. I'll see you. I ain't got to beg you for that. You don't have to beg me. You know. And then, just show and tell instead of begging or asking. I'm proving it right here on the spot. We both ended up at the same table. So let's eat.
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
So this question here is a follow-up, and it's not to create division.
Okay.
What is it about you that you think makes you different than everybody else? And when your clients, what is it about you that when your clients give you a task, they don't have to worry?
I think it comes from 11 years in the Navy. I think it comes from 23 years in a Japanese company where I have commitment, I believe in excellence, I have resilience, I know how to quickly adapt and pivot. And a lot of people don't have that.
Now you said something, and it just made me think about something. A lot of things that we learn, some of us are not able to see how that benefits us in other areas. And me and Jeff talk about this. I believe that life, God prepares you for your next move, and you don't even realize. When you go into a space, you are so much more prepared for that than you know. But if you let fear get in the way, you'll never know.
You are so right. You are so right.
Yeah. So that's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, she's been doing some good stuff. I've been seeing, like I say, I don't think we've officially, where I've been DJ or whatever, worked together, but definitely know we've had events or companies that have done things, or she's been assisting on something with somebody else, and but we work in the same circle. I put up a piece of wood for my wife's work, and she was there, and So I mean, like I say, everybody gonna work together eventually. And you just wait your turn.
And in the work that you do, it's a hard job,
Oh.
And for us as DJs or entertainers, I mean, saying we come in for the most part at the last moment, and you guys are dealing with people sometimes from inception. Soon as they found out that they were pregnant with this idea, they called you, the doctor.
Yeah.
I want you to deliver.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's a task, because I can imagine that you end up being so much more than just a planner. You might have to be a counselor. You got to talk people off the ledge.
I'm going to share this with you. I had a wedding once that the bride was getting married. The fiance was not. All the way up until the day the wedding was about to start. He said he didn't want to get married.
So were they not talking that night? And
the bride was paying for everything.
one
Again,
of those.
we only communicated with the bride. And what we ended up having to do was we had to have the reception. All the guests were there.
Did they get married?
No.
No.
I said we had a reception.
Oh my God! Wait, dude. I thought
You didn't get it.
I misunderstood
Yeah, I know
that.
it. You didn't.
Oh my God! I
you
thought
didn't
he
read
said
the-
all the way up to
you
the
didn't-
day of. He said he didn't want to get
You
married.
didn't read the closed caption.
No, I didn't. I'm not doing this. Oh my God! Wow.
And
Well,
I
at least he ain't
truly
embarrassed and
felt
just
so
walk
bad.
out though. I mean,
No, I'm saying he didn't even come. She was
oh, he
there.
didn't come.
She said he did not want to do this. And at that point, the only thing it was a reception where the parents were there. Neither one of them came because I wouldn't come if I was the bride. I would be so hurt and embarrassed. And the bride paid for everything.
See, and I had a situation similar to that. And a week before the wedding, and they were getting married on New Year's Eve at the mansion in Rockwall.
Uh-huh.
And he said no. So we had to turn the wedding from a wedding to a party.
See, you have to pivot.
Yeah.
You have to pivot.
And he came back the following year and was trying to do it again.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
But you know, I mean, I've never had anybody get that close where we
Yes.
actually do it, y'all. Like I had a lady comment that they could not get married to next March, but she was saying they may not make it to the altar. But I've never had them where I actually had the DJ like a
Dude.
reception or something.
I'm reminded every day of that wedding because at that party, they had someone, drawing, and they drew a picture of me and my wife, and we have it hung up in our room. So anytime I think about that, where that came from, I'm reminded of that.
Wow. So is she married today? You know the bride? Y'all?
Yes, she is.
She
Well,
got
no,
married.
let me take that back. The parents are married. The bride is not. She still is not. I think that really is. I think that really.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
did something to her.
Did something to me too. Wow. Man. Yeah. Well, let's hope that don't happen to nobody no time.
But I'm just saying, as a planner, we really have to be able to think fast on our feet and pivot.
So did you get rid of all wedding stuff, or did you turn it into a party? I mean, like no altar, no nothing.
We had it was just a reception. It was a sad and somber reception, but it was like the dinner. We cut the cake.
How did the
Wait,
DJ
why'd y'all
respond
cut
to
the
that?
cake?
I'm saying we just cut cake. People want cake. They come for cake.
Okay.
We didn't do the ceremony.
This will be.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, Natalie, sing it, girl. But come on now, I'm like,
We just
no.
served
When
cake.
you said cut the cake, I'm like,
We served
anime.
cake. We served cake. They had paid for all of this stuff. It was there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that
I'm
was-
sorry. I pray she gets married.
What was the guest count?
She had 150 guests.
And they
A
all
lot of
showed up.
people were out
Did
from
any
out
of them
town
not know that it was not happening?
until
Can,
Did he
Can-
propose?
can you-
I'm sorry, we're digging deep on
Yeah,
that.
Yes,
But
y'all
I'm
are.
like,
Yes, y'all are. Again, we
Wow.
never
met the girl.
met the group.
Wow. Did he even exist? I'm sorry. Okay.
Jeffrey, let it go.
I know, but
So,
I'm just, these are just,
I have so many
I
questions
know,
too,
okay, we'll talk
but
off camera, all right.
it's over. But
Again.
Okay, all right.
Contracts signed with the bride. Everything payments from the bride. So again, like I said, she was getting married. I don't think he invested. He invested.
Okay.
All right, right here,
Okay,
Jeff.
next question, man. You talk about making every moment stress-free yet full of meaning. How do you balance logistics and heart in the events you create?
So for me, it's the details. It's the accountability.
Mm-hmm. What do you
And
mean by
it's being
that?
able to listen to what the client is wanting.
Okay, so you use that philosophy. I have 2 ears in my mouth. Okay. And so you try to make sure you listen, pay close attention to what they're saying, and just dwell from there.
I'm following.
Go ahead.
Do you have clients that you choose not to work with?
I should do. I should do. Because not all money is good money.
Black
And
fact.
not everybody is meant for you.
Mhm.
And I learned that the hard way because when I first started out, I would work my tail off for a bride who only wanted to pay me $300. It just wasn't worth it. It just is not worth it. So when I go into a consultation, my first conversation is if we are a good fit for each other, so we can see if we're a good fit. Not that I just want to do business with you. Because I'm gonna listen to you, I'm gonna understand you, and then I'm gonna let you know who I am, and then we're gonna see if we're a good fit for each other.
Wow. I mean, but that's the way it should be anyway.
Oh, it should.
Because if you can't work with somebody or they don't respect you, and you like, oh God, what do I? Because like you say, all money ain't good money. Yeah, there's some. I'll be like, why did I sign up for this class? Why?
Can you tell us about one of those situations that took place that you regretted and why? Outside of just saying $300, we want some meat.
The person had a champagne taste, but beer budget. And it just, she kept wanting.
And you were trying to create smoke out of dust.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, and people should be just realistic. Okay, you try to tell them the prices, and like some folks are constantly, can you do this? Can you do that? No, we can't do that. I can't give you 32 uplights, and you want to pay for 3. No, I can't.
Yes.
I just can't do that. And I mean, I'm doing my best to work with you. I'm doing this. I'm cutting it here. And then I'm sure we all dealt with it. But the ones you do the most, cut the most for, will demand
They want the most.
and
They
drive
want
you
the
the
most.
Yes.
craziest. Make you want to just pull this
like,
tree up.
Yeah,
Can
I'm gonna give you your $2 back, and I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah. Because you can't even pay my cell phone that you blowing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Just to hear, others' perspective, it's really just amazing some of the things that you encounter and some of the things that you see. And it's some weird things, and it's like, wow. I never forget, I did a wedding, and it was a doctor, and I ended up doing like 4 doctors that were friends. And one of the last ones, the lady married a guy, and he wasn't truthful at all. And to him, it was like he had slot machine. His cake was $1,000 bill.
Oh my gosh. So he was just gonna run it up.
He had all kind of demands,
Oh my gosh.
And the planner that I was working with was, had became a good friend of my wife and I. And she was just so upset. She was just so upset because he was study trying to make changes, and he wasn't paying for jack.
Wow.
And we were at the Anatole in the big ballroom.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's amazing. All right, moving on. Let's see. So we've talked about pink.
But I want to ask
Go
a
ahead.
question vendor wise. So to you, what makes a good vendor to work with? Is it pretty much the same as your clients, or what do you look for in a good vendor?
Yeah, the exact same thing, that they have integrity, and you can have the conversation with people about, can we work together?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're upfront with, this is my price, because I'll never go to anybody and ask them, I think that's too high, because your price is your price. You know what it takes to do your job.
Yeah.
All I'm going to do is to let my client know I've worked with this person, I believe in them, and so that's why I'm recommending them.
Okay. Vendor to vendor. All right, Michael, go ahead.
So what has been one of the biggest challenges you've faced building your business, and how did you overcome it outside of the budget events?
Well, I haven't overcome it, but it's just getting in the community and being known, and landing my ideal clients.
Mm.
So I'm still working at that. Because again, like I said, not everybody is for you.
No.
And so those people who want to do business with me, but don't want to pay for my service, those are not my ideal client. And so I'm still looking for those who want to do business, who have a budget, and who knows what it takes to execute the event they're looking for.
So what is your plan to overcome it or to get into those spaces and meet those people who you think are your ideal client?
Well, I'm a freelance planner with a high-end planner. And I think by getting that confidence in working with her, that is getting me to those types of clients that I'm looking for. And that is also, I'm in the community, Co-America, BIPOC, a lot of veteran facilities. And so those clients also, I'm getting into that space. So I'm winning clients that way as well.
So I have a follow-up.
Okay.
So what do you think about networking? How important is that to get those type of clients?
I think networking is good. If you're just going for drinks and just grabbing a lot of cars, that's not me. I network to be intentional. I only take your card if I'm going to put it in my contacts. Because a lot of paper in my house, my husband's like, don't bring all that paper. Don't bring all that junk here.
No, I mean, but we should all probably network intentionally. With,
be transparent.
But you know, it's kind of hard to tell because somebody could be, you just think maybe they silly, they shy, whatever the case may be. And that may be somebody you really could work with that would be good. So it's kind of hard to judge a book on just the encounter.
That's true, because I'm an introvert. I can say
everybody say that.
I really am until I get to know you.
Okay, all right.
Until I get to know you, I am. And so it's like, I'm not going to come to the table and just be chatty catty.
I know, but I'm saying it's still hard to judge a book by that first encounter. You know what I mean? Even if you could judge it the wrong way as in being a good fit, you know, instead of just saying, okay, that's
So you're saying it takes reps?
Yeah, it takes seeing somebody more than one time. Like she said, to open up. But some people you can tell right off the bat. No.
You're right.
No.
You are so right.
No.
You are so right.
We can't even have coffee. No. Don't even invite me over here to get magnified coffee. No. Not today. No, you're full of alto poop.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
No. I mean, it's just some.
But it's the truth. And we hey, I cannot fight with you
nice
on
to
that.
meet you. Can I have you? No, I don't have any. No.
Thank you very much.
But I mean, but you try. But do you think it's been beneficial? That's another good way of looking at it. The networking that you have done.
I do. I really do. I think some of the spaces that I've gotten into, it has. But you have to pick and choose.
Yeah, you can't do everything. You can't be everywhere.
That's right.
Unless you're some super nutball, I know. But yeah, you try to. I mean, it's a lot to do out here in order to get into different spaces. A lot to do out here.
Yeah.
Do you guys in your arena face what we face sometime in the DJ arena? And what that is, we deal with, in some situations, a lot of jealousy and envy. And yeah, hey, I'm going.
Let me put my planner hand.
And you may go into the situation expecting transparency and trying to learn something only to be deceived.
Oh, of course. That's everywhere. That's even in life, period.
Yeah, well, I know it, but some spaces are somewhat different.
Name one.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, please do. Let me know one space out there that is not like
Do
that.
not do that to me.
I'm just
Hey, it is. I'm just saying some, I guess for me, not being in that situation, it could be different. Don't know. But I know in life, that is something that you deal with on a consistent basis.
To me, it's clicks. There's a lot of clicks.
Mhm.
there's lots of cliques. And it's hard for an outsider to get in that clique.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Here, Jeffrey.
What happens? What keeps you going in this industry, even in the toughest days? What keeps you coming back? What keeps you going to that next meeting or making that next phone call, or giving that business card to that next vendor or potential client?
I love a good celebration, and it warms my heart. And this is so true and dear to me. It warms my heart to see a person be able to celebrate. Life is short.
Man, everybody has a good. I like how there's a celebration. Ours is just seeing people have a great time that celebrate in another sense, but it's all about a good celebration, good party, well planned party where everybody has a good time. I like that. That's a good way.
Oh, yes.
And our mantra is, we create, we celebrate.
You create, we celebrate.
We create, you celebrate. That's a good one. That's a good one.
So, how many people do you have on your team? Just you and your husband? Or?
I have 3 other people,
Okay.
but they're just, they're like contractors.
Okay.
Okay. So let's jump into the health and wellness.
Yes, health and wellness.
So when you dealt with cancer and when you found out initially, how was that for you?
So I'm gonna take it even further back.
Okay.
Please.
So my family has been, I've lost a lot of people in my family to cancer. I
Sorry.
had an uncle that had cancer. My mom, she died of she died of cancer because it just consumed her entire body. She originally had this disease called pulmonary fibrosis, which was a lung problem. She had to have a double lung transplant. And when she went through the transplant, but when they opened up her lungs, she had cancer in her lungs.
And it had metastasized.
Yes,
Wow.
that's it.
Pneumonia.
And so for 7 years after my mom had her lung transplant, she lived and she fought. And she was a very small, petite little lady, but she loved to live. And as long as she wanted to fight, I wanted to fight. And so we did, but it consumed her, and all the chemo and all of that, it just got to be too much, and she couldn't sustain it, and God took her. And I think by going through that with her, it was such at ease for me to go through this. Even when I went to have a mammogram, they told me to come back because they saw something strange. I had to have a biopsy, and then they told me I had breast cancer.
So how did it hit you? Because, I mean, you just saw that, and how did it, because I have I'm still dealing with it too, but prostate cancer. So how did it hit you? Because it took my dad out too, just like it took your mom, and just pretty much same situation. So how was your first reaction when you heard it? Could you believe it? Could you say,
I could believe it, but I just asked God to help me walk through this. Help me to walk through it like you helped my mom, but help me to get past it, although she did.
So she never was in a state of remission. It was just a constant battle for her because it had already gotten her bones. Wow.
And even like now, I took the gene test because I wanted to know. And it does run in my family. So I didn't know that, but I have to get everything checked now because I am BRCA positive.
And what, can you touch on that? What does that mean?
You can take a gene test that it'll tell you that if this runs in your family, and if you're more susceptible to getting cancer in other places. That's the type of test you can take. And I can tell you that I truly believe in that gene test because today I'm helping my brother try to walk through this because he has plasma cancer. He has bone cancer. Yes. So again, and I think that as African Americans, a lot of times if it doesn't knock at your door, then it's not an issue for you.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to be vigilant, and we need to actually know the signs of cancer.
Yeah. But, I mean, what do you do when there's no sign? Like mine, I had no idea. It just, I went to the doctor, hey, your PSA is high. What do you mean my PSA is high? I don't even know what PSA is. And he said, hey, we need to run some tests, do the biopsy, and hey, you have very aggressive prostate cancer. I had no idea. I didn't even know I was sick or nothing. You know, normally if you get something, you feel it or whatever. But I had no idea. Yeah.
But in your case, it's different. But in my brother's case, his back was hurting him. He kept saying, my back is hurting. He was going to see a chiropractor.
And he had no idea. But has he taken the gene test that you
He
took?
didn't. He did not take the gene test.
Wow.
Although
But
I
if
tried
you
to tell
have
him.
it,
Yeah.
a 99% chance that it's probably within him. So are you in remission now, and how long have you been in remission?
So for 2 years, thank God. For me, I had to have a double mastectomy.
Okay.
So, but God is good. No signs, and I do go get checked regularly. So.
Is there something that you can do from a preventive, like change? Is there any changes that
But
you can
I
do
did change
lifestyle?
my diet. I changed my diet, but I needed to do that to begin with. For me, there was nothing that I was not doing. I've always exercised. You see, I'm a small frame person.
Mm-hmm.
I eat right. I try to. I don't drink, so it's not anything I was doing wrong. Sometimes things happen to good people.
Yeah, and I do believe, and I don't mean this in the wrong way, I do believe sometime that from inception we've been compromised with something, and we don't know until later, and things happen.
That's true.
And I remember as a kid having psoriasis, and at that time, I remember my mom taking me to the doctor, and doctors looking at me because she said it was rare for a Black person to have it.
Really?
And it was like the weirdest things because I had all of these, doctors around me that didn't look like me. And they would scratch my skin and it was horrible. I felt like I was cursed. Yeah, it was horrible. And for years, I just tried to figure out why and where did it come from. So yes, I do think that sometimes we just genetically, it's there.
So I see you have your pink ribbon on. Are you active in doing things like the Corman and doing walks and all that kind of stuff?
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. So
Okay.
on the 18th, I am doing the Susan G. Coleman race.
That's great.
60 miles, you gonna do it?
It's not 60, it's 5 miles.
There's a
Well, he
62.
gave you a cool 60.
But I have raised almost $1,500. That was my goal.
That's good.
Okay.
And that Friday at Co-America, they are giving me my flowers. So it's going to be a pink summit for women's, because I think this month is Women Entrepreneurs Month as well, as well as breast cancer awareness.
Okay.
That's good.
So are you encouraging young ladies, or are you talking to people and having them go out and get tested?
Most definitely. Anywhere, that's all about my pink. That is all about my pink with the knowledge sharing. And I always push that. And I always try to promote awareness. We need to know. And when I do events, I actually go and purchase all the pamphlets from the breast cancer, because there's a pamphlet for men's to know the sign. There's a pamphlet for women's to know the sign for
Yes,
cancer.
because that scared me. A friend of mine got breast cancer.
Yeah, I know somebody got
Really?
that as well.
Men can
Yeah,
get breast
they sure
cancer, too.
can. They sure can.
Yeah, I mean, it has no friends.
Wow.
The C word has no
It
friends.
sure doesn't. It
I
does
mean,
not
look at all
discriminate.
the
It
people.
doesn't
No, I know.
discriminate.
Look at all the people in our community that are dealing with it.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't ever say anything. I mean, Pastor Haynes said what was going on with him. I mean, we know because, but I'm just saying there's so many that people I didn't know, like other prominent pastors that come to our church, 4 other deacons in our church that went through with me for my deaconship, all had to have prostate removal in the last year. So it was like it went through 4 of us that were on the deacon board. So it's just it has no
it's a
friends.
crazy thing. I met a
I
guy.
want to share one other thing with you guys. When I go with my brother to for him to get his chemo, it looks like a sporting event with all the people there. It is just full
Oh yeah.
of people.
Yeah, and I don't know if I've ever told Mike, but I go and I see all of us, and I'm like, what are we? I mean, do we not know, or we not getting? What are we doing? I mean, it's just, but it's a lot of, and then you see younger brothers too.
Yes.
So that's the scary part, man. But I encourage everybody get checked. Even if they don't tell, hey, what's my PSA numbers? Check them when you turn 40. Ask to have your PSA checked because it took my dad out. So me and my brothers, we all do it. But I'm like, what do you mean they're high? You know, I had no idea what was going on until they did the biopsy and they took those snippets and 8 out of the 12 had cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
And again, it does no good to ignore.
No.
Be aware.
Please don't. If you ignore it, by the time stage 3, stage 4, you only got time. Because sometimes there's nothing left to do for you.
I met a guy, and he was older, and I think this was a little bit before me. And me and my wife met him at the gym that we were working at, Stonewall Jackson. Guy was an ex-football player and a bodybuilder. And at this time, he was like close to 70 or 70 something. And he was still, he was still competing. And all of a sudden he got sick and it was cancer, and I found out later that they told him that he possibly had it. And he just, he like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
So at this time, we were doing meal prep and things of that nature. My wife was preparing meals for him. I didn't know what it was. And he got sick. And we had became pretty close friends. And I remember going to the VA and seeing him. And it was just, and I had never really been to the VA like that. And it was the most depressing thing that I've ever seen, because just even being on that floor, it seemed like it was just nothing but death. And just to see it, it was sad.
Yeah.
And it was sad. And I helped him to the end.
Yeah. So is your brother do they feel like they're gonna be able to beat it?
It's not curable, it's treatable. He's going to have the bone marrow transplant. They're going to use his own bone marrow. And
Really?
And he's going to be on medication for the rest of his life. But again, that he's still living.
Yeah.
Because he had a problem with denial.
He didn't want to accept it.
No, he had a problem with denial. And I think that's why he kept just going.
So had it got into his spine and
it gets into your blood. It's in his bloodstream.
okay.
And that's worse than the bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a friend of ours, she couldn't figure out what was wrong with her, and it had metastasized into her spine, and it broke her back.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, she didn't know what was wrong, and she just kept going for this, and then finally they ran some tests and found out she had spinal cancer. Some kind of cancer, but it had metastasized into her spine. But like you say, denial.
It's aggressive.
And a lot of us older, I mean, probably right before us or right in there with us, don't go to the doctor like this year.
that part right there.
Yeah, we don't go right. I can be all right. I'm gonna do some gin and tonic and some grassroots and a bottle of he can pick up, and I'll be all right. Just call me in the morning. And y'all know about lying.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Make your own home remedy that's gonna cure it. Yes.
Some hiccup pickle. Whatever. I can't think of that right now. That was the closest.
We get it. We get it.
But I mean, go get checked out, man. There's no
Most
shame in the
important.
game.
It's
man.
not.
It's better to be here. You know, would you rather, you just go and get checked out. I mean, that's going to be one of my kicks to start telling people.
Yeah, encourage people. Hey,
Yeah.
be aware.
Yeah.
Be vigilant.
Yeah, you're here 20, man. Start getting that check. Yeah, you can laugh and joke about it all you want to, but
It's nothing to laugh and joke about.
It's necessary. I mean, I'm talking about the process of how they check in the beginning.
But again, they just ignore it until it knocks at them.
Oh, it don't knock. It
They
come
kick the door.
It come running in.
You're right.
And it's like, I'm here.
Right.
Okay, what we gonna do now?
Wreck shop.
Yeah, and then if you wait too long, and like I say, you're not in stage 1, or it gets to be really bad. You just got time, and it's up to the Almighty how much time you got left, or how strong your body is to fight back. And after that, I saw my father go from my hero to we had to tote him around like a baby. Yeah, it wasn't even weeks. I mean, it took him out faster than a speeding bullet.
We lost my grandmother, my mother's mother. We knew that she had cancer, throat cancer. And they went in, it was supposed to be a simple surgery. When they cut her open, she caught pneumonia, and the cancer spread throughout her entire body. Within days, she was gone.
Wow.
Yeah, because they said from cutting her open and her catching pneumonia, it just spread it everywhere. Yeah.
And it's so crazy how it is, because you don't know how it's going to react, what it does, or which one. Each one of them are different and crazy and do crazier things to your body and get in places and attach to this. And
Attack that.
Yeah, because, we just lost my mother-in-law not too long ago, Calvin's mom. And she got it, beat it, had her mistake and everything, and it came back. It was in her lymph nodes and all kind of stuff. And next thing you know, they just said we can keep you alive, but we can't get rid of it again. Yeah, because cancer is a beast, y'all. It's tough. But so get your mammograms, get your checkergrams, get your whatever. Stop trying to take them home remedies and saying I'm all right, hiccup, whatever it is. But I mean, take care of yourself. You only got one, y'all, and you just gotta take care of your temple, man. Take care of your temple. Get it checked. I mean, because I wanted to now that I don't know. I think of just a peace came over me, because I said, you know what, I've had a good life. So I just tried to make sure I accepted it and moved on and whatever I needed to do to get through it. But it was still just, okay, I'm at peace. I'm just going to do everything to fight, because my mother-in-law did not want to be a burden to us. She didn't even want to go get chemo the first time, nothing. She just said, I don't want to be a problem to y'all. Just let me go. We said, ain't no way we letting you go out. We gonna fight for you. If we have to go in there and hold your arm down and put you in there and get your whatever, we gonna fight for you. We have to give you liquid through your, we're not letting you go out like that. You're not a burden, So I don't know, don't be like that too, where you don't want to be a burden.
And that's
let people help you.
Yeah, because you need a support
hard.
system.
Yeah,
You
let
need a
people help.
support system.
Because that just made me cry every time. And I'm, we up and down.
But that's a hurtful thing when people actually feel like they are a burden.
But it's
how
not
did
that you
get
feel like
there?
you're a burden. It's just I mean, you just don't want to be a burden, Mike. It's not
But I know it, but it's like you don't want your disposition to be something that you feel like bothers somebody else, whether it's your kids, your siblings.
Yeah.
And that's something that I think in our community that really hurts us, because we don't have that united front, whether it's in the family, whether it's in friends. Some of us have it, but when you look at the overall picture, it doesn't exist. And we think we have to do everything by ourselves, with ourselves.
But you don't have to do
No.
Yeah. So hey, y'all make sure y'all get checked. And where are you, Pink? This is the month. Be crucial. Crucial catch. Wear your pink, wear your blue. I got my blue. My wife had a shirt. You know, we do all these Sundays at church. So we got a cancer awareness third Sunday. Everybody, you know, we're going to wear out, you know, everything. And we've had, I beat the fight. We've had all kinds of stuff at church with cancer and celebrate with a lot of people. So you never think it's going to hit you, but you gotta get checked out to make sure. So don't think it's gonna stay over here on Tammy's side of the street or Jeffrey's side of the street.
No, it travels.
It can go anywhere.
It travels.
Yeah.
And it travels, and we also need to realize that when you in that situation, it's not just you.
No.
You know, you may be the person with it, but it affects everybody that's attached to you, and it's just like they have it as well. Because even when Jeff, you know, told me that, you know, I thought about it regularly, you know, and he could attest to this. I would, hey, how you doing today? How you feeling? You know, and it wasn't just for conversation, because this is my friend.
Yeah.
You know, he's like a big brother.
Yeah.
So it affects all of us. And I just remember, you know, seeing, you know, Stonewall go through that and just being close and personal with it, because I had never seen that. And to see somebody go through that, or to see how it affects their bodies, or they're not even in their right minds, you know, and you see someone that was so strong and then they're so weak, you know, that
It
that
takes
does
you from
something
an
to you.
adult back to being a baby.
Yeah, it does something.
Yeah. Miss Tammy, you got anything else you want to share with
No,
us?
thank
We're
y'all
gonna
so
lighten
much
up.
for.
Yeah, we're gonna lighten the
Thank
room
y'all
up.
so
But
much
I mean,
for
y'all
having
take
me
care of
on.
yourself. You got
Yeah.
one temple. Take care of it. I think I saw one more question on there that Mike had for you.
Well, yeah, we do have one more question. You talked about making every moment stress-free, yet full of meaning. How do you balance logistics and heart? No, we did talk about that.
No, I thought it was one more.
It was.
Yeah, but
It was. I'm sorry.
okay. See,
What advice would you give to an inspiring event professional or a proposed-driven entrepreneur trying to build a brand like yours?
you didn't say it. Chill
I have one word.
Is it Italian? Is that Italian? If you look it up, what do you think?
No, she made it.
I know she made it up, but it feels like an Italian kind of feel. Yeah,
Black Italian.
Black tie. That is.
Black Italian. All right, I get it. Okay.
So I have one word, and my word would be get. Get your stuff together. Get in the room. Get connected. And get focused. And I think by doing all of those things, because that's what I had to do. I had to get it together. I had to get all of my stuff set in place, whether it's my books, my banking. I had to get all of that. And there's a lot of free resources out there that we don't know about.
Yeah. I guess that's another black tie you don't know about. But that's why you got to network and learn to educate. Even if you just find a small circle or somebody you feel like you can trust or you want to reach out to, it don't have to be in these big networking groups. It could just be one-on-one. You see somebody doing some good stuff and you want to learn. And we have to be receptive to share it too. So,
And you have to be open,
Yeah.
you know, to listen.
yeah.
You know, because some of us feel like we got it all together, and what we doing, it ain't it.
I can tell you.
It ain't it.
I'm
It's
getting beat up every Thursday.
and I'm just
I'm
saying.
back in school, so
Really?
yeah,
Okay,
business school.
wow,
And it's
okay,
like,
nice.
okay, I thought I knew that. No, you don't know that, Jeffrey. Come on over here. Let me talk to
Wow.
and so it's just, but even where I am now, I'm still trying to continue to grow and learn and get better.
You have to.
Yeah, and I know I'll just watch her do her thing and what she's getting involved in and how she kind of maneuvered up in Mace in Milwaukee and quietly working the room.
In Milwaukee.
Yeah, she was in Milwaukee with us too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was a really good time. It was like, 20 of us. And
I really felt like that was the first time they saw me. being there. I promise you.
You know, I won't get into that, but I feel the same way sometimes too. You're in the room all the time. You right there. You big old poster, especially me, and nobody. You know, you just they could throw some through you and not even hit you. So, but I feel I make my own space now, so I'm good. I ain't got to work.
And that's a good thing that you
Tables
said.
built around
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
And that's a good thing because we have to learn how to be comfortable in who we are
Yeah.
and not feel like we have to come in
And
and,
conform.
yes,
Yeah.
you know, it's nothing wrong with being original. It's nothing wrong with being comfortable in what
What we got?
your message is and what you need to say or what you want to say. Nothing wrong with it.
I have a question though. One, how can we solve the click thing? How can we, if you see it, what can we do to not people feel like it's like that? How can people make you, I mean, I know they try to make you feel welcome, but what would really make you feel welcome?
So I'm going to go back to like the co-America space. I'm not going to go to the networking space that we
Okay, all
I'm
right.
going to go to the co-America space because people are there trying to get to the same place. So it's not a clique because we all are lifting each other up to get to where we want to be in our space, in our business.
Okay.
And so that's not a clique, that's a community. And that's what I see the difference in some of these networks.
Oh, so you said America is different. You all trying to get there and everybody trying to take everybody at the same space instead of other folks blocking you out saying,
They're
I don't
building a
want
community.
you to get in the second place and I'll be in third and then I'm not going to do anything. So I got to block out. Let me work on my rebound and
Yeah.
hip check you,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Elbow you in the throat, take that with you.
Like that.
Yeah, you know, all that stuff. So little basketball references there.
Yes.
But I get you now. I guess some people can go in the room and not really care, and other people need to be invited into the room. So,
It's
But
different.
stop feeling like you need to be invited. Because I learned that. I was like,
you
I don't need
can't,
to
I
be
mean,
invited.
that's something hard to break on everybody to stop saying, I need to be
Well,
invited.
Well, it's a deeper situation,
Yeah,
you know, because it's not about the business, you know, that, I think that's something that's self, you know.
yeah.
Some of us are good at pretending that we are strong when we're not.
Yeah,
And some of us act like we know we're important, but we don't.
All right, and on that note, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. Big thank you to PD Backdrops for this wonderful backdrop. 2 DJs, 1 mic, Curator Live, promo only. Go ahead, Mike. Who else we got? EV, our speaker company, our microphone company, Phoenix Pro, promo only. Everybody that provides wonderful, great tools for us, and we can't wait to see y'all back on the road next year when we start touring again. But we're gonna get on out of here, and I thank Ms. Tammy for finally stopping by.
Thanks for
And
having
we
me.
will continue to pray for you and pray that it stays in remission, and we continue to get good reports that we have 0, whatever the case. I don't know what yours is, but my PSA is 0.00.
That's good.
So God is good and
That's right.
God all the time. All
All
right.
the time.
All right. Now we're not going to St. John, but we're gonna go to church. But let's go. Take us
Well, we
out.
thank you guys, and thank you again, Tammy.
Basketball.